Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, motherfuckers. Once again, it's your twin, it's your man in 100 grand, it's your mama's favorite side piece, is Doc G. And I want to talk about, I want to talk about, you know, history. I want to talk about a woman's history. A woman's past matters. That's the title of this video. A woman's past matters. And I can really delve into this shit, man, cause goddamn, look at the times we living in. Look at the times we living in. Look at the fucking times that we are living in. Almost every woman I come across has a whore's history. Almost every woman I've come across, and hell, this is extending beyond just America. Almost every woman I come across has a whore's past. And they'll be like, well, no, it's just the women that you choose. That's what they'll use as the debate. No, it's not. It ain't just every woman I choose. This is the status quo. And the status quo is it's all right to be promiscuous. It's the norm to be promiscuous. That's the check and flow of how it is nowadays. And of course, I can't complete this without giving a couple of examples because, my life is the catalyst a lot of times for a lot of this shit. Because I have to doggone spit my experiences about this shit because I don't want other guys making the same mistake as far as ignoring the red flags. So, I'm gonna let you know about experience number one. The most recent experience, actually. You know, and it was one of my homeboys hooked me up with this girl. He was like, you know, you should go out with this girl. She's a real nice girl and she has a real nice personality and all of that shit. And you guys will probably be perfect for each other and all that good shit, right? So it's my homeboy. I take his word for it, right? He just met her in passing and shit, but he didn't delve into her personality like he should have. Here's my thing. If I'm gonna hook my homeboy up with a girl, I'm gonna fucking delve into her past, her personality, and all that to vet her character to make sure that she's a match for him. But that didn't happen with him. He just saw she had a seemingly sunny disposition on the outside. But what he didn't know is what I'm about to tell you guys right now. And what he didn't know was that number one, she's a baby mom. She's a baby mama. She's baby mama number two, actually, for, as far as like her having a damn kid. And y'all know how I feel about women that have kids. This is why I say a woman's past matters. So you know what? I'm going off the strength of my homeboy, what he said, with my friend, what he said, and I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and take this chick on a date anyway. I do that. I get to know her a little bit. Find out that she has had 4 threesomes in her lifetime. She felt it necessary to she thought it was okay to tell me that within the first date. Well, actually, she didn't say it on the first date. She said that on the second date. She thought it was perfectly okay to tell me that she had 4 fucking threesomes in her lifetime. I'm like, wow. And you think it's okay to tell me that shit? And then on top of that, she was elaborating on her baby daddy and shit and talking about, oh, well, he's from the same area that you're from and blah, blah, blah. And this is why I don't date single fucking moms. for the 1 millionth fucking time. This is why I don't date single moms, man. Because motherfucking a lot of them have a very, very hoish past. And if I'm on the second date with you and you feel comfortable enough to tell me that you've had 4 threesomes in your lifetime, in my mind, 1 + 1 = 2. That means you a hoe. Period. So she tells me that shit. You know? Let's not talk about this other chick from way back in the day that I used to know. That she used to date, you know, another one of my friends, you know, another one of my, you know, one of my homeboys I was stationed in the military with. She has a hoish past. You know, this woman had trains ran on her. Had trains ran on her, my dude. And let me tell you something, man. And then on top of that, she gets fly at the mouth and she got her motherfucking grill knocked out. And then until this day, like 3 of her fucking front teeth are missing. Because, you know, she want to be out here running her mouth at gangsters and shit. And then she want to be out here getting trains ran on her and shit. And then on top of that, she's useless. She don't know how to cook. She's a chain smoker. And she doesn't work out. You know, she's a useless thought. A fucking overweight, like slightly overweight thought that had so many dicks in her that she should be a man right now. Let's keep it real. A woman's past matters. And then, you know, what they'll do, they'll buck back and say, well, men are promiscuous too. Well, men get a lot of women. Well, men are out there like that. Number one, let me break this down to you. On God, let me tell you. Number one, a woman is not a man. A man's sex organs are external. A woman's sex organs are internal. A woman has more risk for catching diseases than a man does. On top of that, every man that enters inside of a woman leaves a piece of himself inside of that woman, whether it's sweat, skin cells, semen, hell, blood even sometimes. You know, when a man enters a woman, he leaves a piece of himself within her. It's not the same for men. So when women try to buck back with men are promiscuous too and all that bullshit, it's not the fucking same. It's not the same. But we live in the goddamn world and society where women actually defend being hoes. So when I say her past matters, her past fucking matters. If fellas, when you meet these women, vet them heavily, please. Please. Notice her patterns, notice her behavior, and then if you give somebody long enough to speak, they will tell on themselves. Just like that woman I told y'all at the beginning who told me she had all these goddamn threesomes. And then she wonders why she's a baby mama and not a fucking wife. A man wants to have a woman that's pure, or that at least has the appearance of being pure. A man doesn't want the town whore. And a lot of these women in the 21st century have the mentality of the town whore. Motherfucking been passed around like a blunt. Been touched more than a doorknob. And then they still think they got motherfucking value. And then they'll hide behind the shit, oh, well, men do it too. Men do it too. There are only a certain amount of men, that a certain cadre of men who are able to go out here and just have sex with all these chicks. The majority of men can't do that. You know? So they'd be like, men do it too, men do it too. It's not the same thing. And if you're a fucking woman, you could be the ugliest woman and still get a lot of dick offers. Now it's up to you who you let inside you. Unless you've been raped in those unfortunate cases, and God bless them. But most of them haven't. They willingly just give it up to Tom, Dick, and Hank, and Raheem, and motherfucking Chad, and all the rest of these motherfuckers. And then they be like, "Oh, take me seriously. I have value." Not really. Not really. Especially if you haven't learned from your hoish past and you continue to act on like that. So that's video 1 for today. I'm coming at y'all with video 2 later. And that's going to be a case study on Vivica Fox. Because she's 60 years old and she's begging for a husband. She didn't see her hoish pass. It caught up with her, and now she's paying the fucking price. I'll tell you, man, the pickings are fucking slim out here, son. The pickings are fucking slim. And to find you'll easily find a virtual woman, but you won't find a virtuous woman. I ain't seen a woman out here with a hymen yet. I've seen very few women out here who speak like they actually have tact and grace and class and femininity. That's once in a blue moon. And I've seen even less that aren't single moms. Oh, gee whiz, man. These chicks with these hoe ass passes, man. With a hoe ass pass. My thing is, it's like, how in the hell can y'all have a pass like that and then expect anything good? This is how you know that most of these women haven't been raised right as little girls. And how you know the father wasn't in their life a lot of times. Because if they had a father in their life that was worth a damn, then he would teach his daughter how to find a husband that's worth keeping. You know, a man is worth keeping. But a lot of y'all fuck with these dudes that have seemingly appearances of wealth, that drive certain cars and all that. Y'all come down here to fucking South Florida, take these girls trips and get your fuck on, and then y'all be like, well, that doesn't count. Y'all go to these, y'all get with these dudes in these fraternities and shit in college and be like, and these college athletes and fuck them and be like, well, that doesn't count. You'll have these little girl parties and sleepovers with your homegirls, and then y'all be on some borderline gay shit, you know, doing some borderline gay shit with your homegirls, scissoring or whatever, or touching each other in some type of way, and then y'all be like, well, that doesn't count. Tell me, when does it start to count? Huh? This is why I'm saying women don't take a lot. They don't take accountability. They do not take accountability for their actions. It catches up with them ultimately in the end, and even still then they won't take accountability. There'll be some old bitter chicks like Vivica Fox at 60 years old who motherfucking didn't have no problem when she was fucking Bobby Brown back in the day, when she was fucking 50 Cent back in the day, when she was fucking a fucking bodyguard from prison named 69, that was his name. When she had no problem, you know, throwing pussy like goddamn frisbees at niggas like him. And now that she's in her golden years, Now all of a sudden, I'm ready to have a husband. I'm laughing at this shit, man. I'm laughing at this whole shit. I don't want to laugh at people's pain, but goddamn, when you put yourself out there and you talk shit about men so much as if they're the problem, and you take no motherfucking accountability for your own shit, and now you damn near, now you're 1 foot in the grave asking for a husband. I'm sorry, I gotta laugh at that shit, son. I got to. These chicks out here with these hoish pasts, they'll take, and they'll never take accountability for it. They'll never take accountability for it. And then they'll blame the men for not accepting their ass. They'd be like, well, if you can't accept me at my worst, then you can't have me at my best. I'm like, really? All right, man. Yeah, continue to have your whole past. Continue to have babies with niggas that's not the fucking father, and then you want to pin it on other guys. Continue going out here having your one night stands in the club and shit. Continue going out here and goddamn just being easy the way that y'all been. You'll be easy as hell in your prime, and then you want to goddamn, you want to start having standards when you're in your motherfucking golden years. It's laughable. It's laughable as fuck, and that's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that, man. Once again, it's your friend, it's your man, 100 Grand Doc G signing out. Peace.